This is Dana Lister, her first on the uneven parallel bars. Dana Lister.
Getting set up for a dismount, which is a double back flyaway.
So Dana Lister again with her first routine on the uneven parallel bars here tonight. They actually get only one try on the bars. A vault is the only place that you get 2 tries, and again you take the best of the 2 vaults. It is not an average, it is the best. They throw out the lowest score and then take the best. This is Missy Marlowe again from the Rocky Mountain Gym out in Salt Lake City.
Missy's definitely one of those underdogs that we mentioned before. She's a very strong gymnast, and she's only gotten better.
She's having a little bit too much motion right by the vault, and trying to get some of them to settle down there a little bit. Not according to some of the unofficial figures that have been tabulated, she right now is running 3rd. So she needs a good vault score here.
And that was a nice vault.
Very nice. Again, that's the first of 2. She will go right back down the runway and will be once again taking another vault. Mark Lee, by the way, was her coach that was talking to Melissa, who will go back down. This is Shelley Stack having trouble here on the uneven parallel bars, one of the Caroli gymnasts.
It's such a shame because I saw her make that trick in warm-ups. She's getting set up for a dismount. Giant swing into a double pack flyaway. Very nice.
Bella Caroli again right there with her.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. That's not what I'm waiting from you.
Sometimes it's throw a little tack right out the window. It's brute honesty has to be used here. This is once again is Melissa Marlowe. Her second vault.
Oh, little problem.
Little problem on the landing indeed. So she'll definitely have to take the first. As Melissa Marlowe came into the vault competition, again unofficially 3rd among the individuals, and helping her team, the all-star #1 Wranglers here tonight. We had the Wranglers, the Rustlers, the 6-shooters, in addition to the Capital Gymnasts. Right. And again, Mark Lee talking to Melissa after her last vault.
Okay, Julie, start. Cool. Clear.
Bella Caroli getting one of his competitors ready for her routine on the uneven parallel bar. And this is Julissa Gomez once again from San Antonio, training in Houston.
She's an excellent bar worker. She's very good form, and also that's her second somersault that she's done during her routine.
In the American Classic held in 1986, she was 2nd in the AA competition, but finished 1st in the bar and in the vaults in that competition.
Well, you can see why. And a perfect landing.
She had to finish 3rd overall, all around, however, behind both Christy Phillips and Phoebe Mills in that recent Mardi Gras. But putting that kind of effort here tonight on the bars could certainly, should we say, kind of spring her into great competition with her teammates for Bella Caroli. Jenny Donaldson, again from the All-Star Wranglers, getting ready for her first vault tonight. She, too, is from Salt Lake City, and again is trained by Mark Lee. She's only a 9th grader. She has completed in 1986 Olympic Festival, the U.S. Championships, and the junior division of the American Classic, where she finished 8th. Something not quite right with her is, again, we're looking at Christy Phillips on the uneven parallel bar as we will switch away from Jeannie Donaldson for a moment. Again, this is Christy Phillips, the #1 gymnast in the U.S. Bella Caroli in the background, giving a little bit of encouragement there vocally.
Every little bit you get helps.
Easy. All right.
She definitely looks like she's in good
First part,
shape.
very nice. Very well controlled first part. You're a little bit powerful at the end. Just easy at the end. Easy, people, okay? Good.
Bella Caroli again with Christy Phillips. Christy, along with Miss Gomez, having good routines in the bars, but maybe the best is still to come as Phoebe Mills is waiting for her routine on the bars tonight.
All right. Just normal, Phoebe. You don't have to worry about nothing. Just normal with a good action.
That's easy for him to say, isn't it?
Definitely. He doesn't have to get up there.
Especially on the floor, okay? Controlled at the end. Press those.
Well, in Phoebe's case, he's right.
That's probably
It
true.
is easy. She's an incredible bar worker.
Number 2 ranked in the U.S. among the women gymnasts. Again, this is Phoebe Mills.
Just look at her form.
Good.
Everything perfect. Fully extended.
Hometown is Northville, Illinois, training in Houston.
Right.
She's a former national speed skating champion, which will certainly tell you something about her athletic ability in addition to being an outstanding gymnast.
She's getting set up for a dismount.
Smooth.
Nice.
And Phoebe may have just continued to solidify her hold on first place unofficially,
Because you get in
with Christy Phillips along with
job.
Missy Marlowe again. Missy having a little trouble on the vault a few moments ago, got a reasonably good vault, but if it'll hold her in the third, we're not quite sure on the individual. Amber Goldforth, the next to perform on the floor exercise. Our former NCAA floor exercise champion, Maria Ons, with us here as we watch the routine in the Alamo City Women's Gymnastics Classic.
Here she is trying to get the crowd in.
I know she'd like to have a little rhythmic clapping going on in the background to fit that music.
It's so difficult for the audience because there's so much going on.
Exactly. The music, again, you do hear is for the floor exercise, and it is choreographed by the coach and the competitor.
She looks a little bit nervous, but she's doing a good job so far. And her last tumbling run.
Amber Goldforth from Houston. Gisela Oltin is her coach. Miss Oltin, by the way, is another one of those from that fine Romanian gymnastic program, now with her own gym over in Houston. And what a hotbed of gymnastics that has turned out to be. I guess Bella getting it all started over there, but everybody really kind of, I guess the competition, they're thriving on that, and that's what's made it so good over in the Houston area.
Thank you.
So again, unofficially right now, we have Phoebe Mills as the individual all-around leader at the moment. Christy Phillips, the #1 gymnast in the U.S., and as a matter of fact, as we speak, here are the standings on the all-around leaders right now, as again, Phoebe Mills leads, but as you can see, just a slight lead over Christy Phillips. Missy Marlowe, just a 500th of a point behind Phillips in the scoring. Do Yamashiro, a fine floor exercise we saw earlier, along with Shelley Stack, are the top 5 rounding it out. That's after the first rotation, does not include what we've seen in rotation number 2. That will be added to it here as we continue. Let's move back to the balance bar, or balance beam, excuse me, as we go with competitor number 108, and it is Jessica Gilly. Jessica is out of the U.S. Arco Sports, also in Houston, and coached by Scott Krause, and represents the wrestlers, the all-star team number 2.
Having a little wobble there.
As we move away from the balance beam, this is Stacy Gunthorpe. Stacy, you saw earlier with some competition, very good floor exercise.
Yeah, she's one of our strongest tumblers. That's her second double back somersault that she's put in this routine.
Stacy looking for a good exercise here in the floor exercise. She's in 7th currently, and again, the scores we gave you was from the first routine, first rotation, so she could add some points to that.
This is definitely the place she can do it.
She does not look like a competitor who has not competed since last April. She has some very good timing. She has moved away from the New Jersey area to train in Houston.
A beautiful last tumbling pass.
And you see the conclusion of her exercise. She, by the way, in competition with the Russians, finished first in the floor exercise in the Russian competition. She won 2 bronze medals in the vault at the Junior Women's International in Japan. So she has been seeing action all over the entire world and certainly trying to get herself back in her goal. What else but the Olympic Games in '88.
Here's her last tumbling pass. Beautifully executed double twist. And she's not even out of breath.
I'm watching him, and I am. By the way, I used to work on the beams too. I used to walk the railroad tracks. I never did any walkovers or anything like that, but I did my best to try to get a little coordination. Stacy Gunthorpe again. Fine floor exercise, which certainly could help her to improve that number 7 all-around standing right now. Now that's the individual. The team-wise now, she will be trying to help her team, which is the Giese Go International team, which, by the way, has a pretty good start here. They've done very well. The early competition. This is Amy Nelson. Amy's a young lady out of San Antonio, and she is for the All-Star team number 2, the Wrestlers. Amy is only 12 years of age, a middle school student here in San Antonio. 1986 in the Class 1 state champion. She is the champion, went on to win the regional Class 1 championship as well. And only, again, as we pointed out, 12 years old.
Her age is showing right now.
Yes, it is.
Little bobbles here and there. She's not quite confident of herself yet. That, again, is something that comes with time.
Let's move back to the floor exercise. And this is Laura Humphrey. She also for the Go International Gymnastics Club in Houston.
A little short on her double back somersault, but she's okay.
Another 12-year-old here on the floor exercise. She finished 2nd in the AA Class 1 state championship, but won the bar and the beam.
Getting set up for her last tumbling run, taking a little breather there. And a double twist.
Laura Humphrey from Houston with her floor exercise of the evening. Again, everyone gets one competition. As she gets her warm-ups back on, just slightly to her left, you were looking at Sabrina Marr there again, who continues to ice down that right ankle. She does have the ice off of it now, but she is out of competition for the Scats out of Huntington Beach tonight. Let's move back to the balance beam. This is competitor number 105, Samantha Riching. Samantha Riching. She was a late entry as we had a young lady come up with a injury here tonight, and Samantha added to the all-star team, the Wrestlers.
I wonder what must be going through her mind. I'm sure she didn't expect to do beam tonight. It's a nice front somersault. Whoop. Almost lost it.
Almost lost the balance.
That was a layout step out from 1 foot. Very difficult move on the balance beam.
Getting ready for a dismount.